What's up, YouTube? I hope each and every one of you guys are healthy and enjoying your lives to the fullest today. Today, I am reviewing the 2024 Chevy Silverado 2500 LTZ. Huge thank you to Duane Ferguson over at Koons, Tysons, Chevy, Buick, GMC for allowing me to do this review for you guys today. If you guys are interested in this particular Silverado or any GM product with the exception of Cadillac, I'll be sure to have Duane's information on screen as well as in the description box down below. But with that said, let's get into the video. All right, we have a lot to talk about in today's video, so buckle up, sit back, relax, and let's get into the video. So like I said, this is a 2024 Silverado 2500 LTZ, and this particular one has been painted in the $995 iridescent pearl tri-coat. First thing I wanted to mention is that for 2024, the heavy-duty trucks for Chevy and GMC both got a refresh, both on the interior as well as the exterior. And in my opinion, I think it looks way better than the 2023 and below model year. Again, that's just personal preference, but that is my, again, personal opinion. Let's start over here with our updated headlights. So you guys do get LED projector headlights with IntelliBeam, as well as LED daytime running lights, LED turn signals, and LED fog lights towards the bottom of your front bumper. Now working our way to the center of your front hood, you guys get this massive and functional air intake that says Chevrolet on the front of it, and you guys get a chrome surround around it. Taking a step back, let's take a look and take in the new 2024 refresh. I think it looks, again, way better, and you guys do get a new grille, new headlights, and a new front bumper, at least for up here. So you guys do get an updated chrome bar style grille with black accents. So basically there's like black backing behind that chrome. This particular one has been optioned with the $175 black bow tie emblem, which is located at the center of your front grille. And then working our way down just a tad, this one has also been optioned with the $1,395 safety package, which gives you guys this forward-facing camera that works with your 360-degree view camera system that, again, comes with the safety package. And what also comes with the safety package are these 4 forward-facing sensors on the front end. So I guess that leads me into my next point. You guys do get a chrome front bumper with the LTZ, as well as 2 black frame mounted recovery hooks on either side of your license plate. One over there, one right there, and again, both of those are frame mounted. This one has also been optioned with the $150 skid plates, and basically those skid plates protect the front underbody as well as the oil pan, the differential, and the transfer case. So if you guys do any sort of off-roading or you guys drive on job sites, you might want to consider getting the skid plates. And with those skid plates, you do not have to option the Z71. So basically you still get that nice ride on the street. I do apologize if there is any wind noise in this video. If you guys do not like the chrome of the LTZ, now for 2024, you guys can option the Midnight Edition. And basically the Midnight Edition will black out the grille, black out the actually I think it gives you a body color bumper, black out the wheels, and etc. I think you guys get the idea of what comes with that package. I'll put that on screen right now. On the sides of your hood, you get your Allison and your Duramax badging. You also do get black wheel arch moldings, and with the GM heavy-duty trucks, you guys do get an independent front suspension. Working our way into the wheel and tire setup, these are the standard wheels with the LTZ, and they are an 18-inch 6-spoke silver wheel wrapped in a 275/70 Michelin LTX AT2 tire. I'll give you guys the view of the tread pattern on that tire real quick. You guys can basically do any on-road driving and the occasional off-road driving on a job site with these tires. You also do get a little mud guard right there, just to keep the exterior of the vehicle a little cleaner than it normally would be. Working our way up to the roof line, this particular one has been optioned with the $55 LED cab lights, and they kind of have like a black surround. I think they look really, really sweet. And then just above where the driver sits is where you will find your body color shark fin antenna. Working my way down to the side view mirrors, you guys do get chrome mirror caps with the LTZ with integrated turn signals. These side view mirrors extend, they power fold, they are heated. You get your perimeter lighting about right there, and they are auto dimming on both sides as standard with the LTZ. but this particular one has been optioned with the $1,395 safety package, which gives you blind spot monitoring on the upper left hand side of your driver's side mirror, and then over there on the upper right hand side of your passenger side mirror. And then you guys also do get these cameras on the side as well that work with your 360-degree view camera system. And then all the way on the bottom, about right there, is where you will find your puddle light. That puddle light again comes standard with the LTZ. Now I'm going to do a little side profile action of the LTZ. I got to step pretty far back because this truck is massive, but again, I think it looks a lot better for the 2022 model year. Now, taking a look at the side, it looks very similar to the 2023 model, but you guys do get chrome window trim. You get chrome door handles with keyless access on your front two doors. You also get your chrome 2500 lettering and numbering right there. And then all the way at the bottom of your passenger doors, this one has been optioned with the $2,295 power running boards with perimeter lighting. So when you open up the door, obviously the running boards do come down, and they come out at a nice speed as well, so they're not slow. They come out basically as fast as you can step out. They're basically already down. Behind your fuel door, that's where you put your DEF, and that is where you put your diesel. Right here you get your bed step that Ford copied for their 2023 and up Super Duties. But working our way to the back end, this particular one does have the safety package again, which is a $1,395 option. And what that gives you is the bed camera about right there. And then this also has the $1,275 technology package, which gives you guys the rear view camera mirror. And the rear view camera mirror camera is just to the left of your bed camera. I'll show you guys that when we move into the interior. And then this one also has the optional $1,050 LTZ convenience package 2, which gives you guys the power sliding rear window, which is again located right there. Working our way back, you have your 4x4 badging. This is a rear 3/4 angle of the new HD Chevy. Working our way to the back end, as standard with the LTZ, you guys do get these updated LED taillights again for the 2024 model year. This one has also been optioned with the $445 MultiFlex Tailgate. Basically what the MultiFlex Tailgate is that you can press these two buttons right here, and that will come down in two pieces. Basically turns it into a bed step. So all you got to do is press right there, and now it is a bed step. And that also includes this handle right here to make it a little bit easier to step in and out of the bed if you guys have bad knees. I guess while we are in the bed, I might as well talk about a couple of the different options that we have back here. This one has the $545 gooseneck package, which basically gives you this spray in bed liner. And this also has the $545 max trailering package, which gives you the gooseneck and fifth wheel prep, which is what this is right here. And you also get a 4 and 7 pin connector in here with that package as well. And that is a look at that. A couple other options that this has while we are back here is that this has the $1,595 LTZ convenience package, and that gives you guys the LED box lighting. You get a light there, you get these two lights up top here just to the right and left of your LED third brake light, and then you also get a light down here as well. You get 12 tie down hooks back here, 3, 3, 3, and 3 over here. And then as standard with the LTZ, you guys get a 400 watt household power outlet just behind that. Again, I'm going to use the MultiFlex Tailgate to step down. Makes it a lot easier again to get in and out of the bed. Even for me, I am, I guess, younger, but again, still makes it easier for me to step in and out of that as well. This is your backup camera. That's a little puddle light to illuminate this area at night. Get your bow tie. I do wish that was black, so if you're paying for the front black one, I think the rear one should be included. It is not. Get your chrome Silverado badging on the left hand side. You got your LTZ badging in chrome on the right hand side of your tailgate. Working our way down just a tad, you guys do get a chrome rear bumper with the corner steps on both sides of, again, that rear bumper. That is a look at that, just to make it a little bit easier to like step up and grab something out of the bed if that's what you wanted to do. And again, this is optioned with the $1,395 safety package, which gives you these rear parking sensors as well. So you get 4 on the back end. And then working our way down to here, this is your conventional trailer hitch. And then you got a 7 pin connector, but you don't get 4 pin connectors, but you get these things here if you guys wanted to put a camera or connect your trailer camera so you can see what is behind your trailer on your infotainment system. Those are your backup sensors. Again, under here you get a spare tire and a 342 rear axle ratio is what I believe it is, and then that is what your diesel exhaust tip looks like. If you guys were wondering about the payload capacity, you get a max payload capacity of 3,408 pounds, and then there are a couple different max tow capacities here. So conventional trailer using this trailer hitch down here, you get a max tow capacity of 20,000 pounds flat. And then if you guys use the fifth wheel hitch, the max tow capacity bumps up to 21,600 pounds as this one is spec'd. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of the 2024 model year refresh for GM's heavy duty trucks. Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it? I honestly don't see how you would not like it, because in my opinion, I think it looks a lot better and just a lot more premium than what you would find with the 2023 model year. But again, let me know what you think in the comments down below. But let's move into performance. Popping open that hood reveals that 6.6 liter turbo diesel V8 that makes 470 horsepower and 975 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, and I believe the Duramax is a $9,490 option over the standard 6.6 liter gas engine. But one thing I wanted to mention is that I just did a video with a new 2023, the updated Super Duty, and I gotta say that that one definitely feels more powerful. However, this suspension in this is a lot better than the new Super Duty. So if you guys want to check that video out, I'll have that linked in the upper right hand section of this video. But if you guys are enjoying the video so far today, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. I am now on my journey to 100,000 subscribers, and I cannot get there without your guys' help. So please, if you guys are enjoying the video so far today, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. But let's move into the interior. Moving on into the interior, like I mentioned, the front two doors do get keyless access, so all you got to do is have your key fob in your pocket, walk up to the vehicle, press on that button right there, and the vehicle will unlock. You guys can also lock the vehicle by pressing on that button. I'll show you guys a couple of the different functions on the key fob. You can drop the tailgate by pressing that button twice. You can remote start the vehicle by pressing that button twice, but make sure you lock the vehicle, then press that button twice, and the vehicle will fire up. Now let's move into the interior. That is what your $2,295 option power running boards look like. And now let's take a look at our driver's side door panel. I might turn the vehicle off because, after all, it's a diesel. The diesel is relatively loud. So taking a look at the door panel, from about up to here is all vinyl wrapped. You get some of that wood trim, you get some aluminum trim, aluminum door handle, unlock and your lock buttons. You got your 2 memory seat adjustment settings. You get a nicely padded and leather wrapped armrest with some accent colored stitching. You get automatic up and down windows in the front, but you only get automatic down windows in the rear. Working our way over to here. Here are your power side view mirror controls. This button right here will extend your side view mirrors. So you can see they're extending. I believe it's like over 3 inches of an extension. Press this button again and they will come right back in. If I press this button right here, that will power fold in my side view mirrors. So now they're coming in. If I press that button again, obviously they go right back out. And then that button is to restrict your passenger window privileges. And then you get a decent amount of storage space at the bottom of the door panel. However, what is found in the Super Duty, you definitely get more storage space at the bottom of the door panel. Now, this one does have the Bose sound system, and the Bose sound system does come a part of the $1,595 LTZ convenience package. So if you guys like a good sound system, you might want to option for the LTZ convenience package. Now, one thing I wanted to mention is that this LTZ is pretty much optioned up to the price of a High Country. High Country pretty much comes fully loaded. So do you want the High Country fully loaded Silverado 2500, or do you want the fully loaded LTZ, which is pretty much the High Country minus the High Country name, if that makes sense? That's pretty much what this spec is. Now, taking a look at the driver's seat, you do get a power front driver's seat. I also believe you do get a power front passenger seat as well. That is what the seat looks like. The interior color code on this is called Jet Black. But now let's step into the interior. Like I mentioned, or you guys saw, you guys do get keyless access. You also do get push button start. Make sure you have your key fob in the interior. Push your foot down on the brake, then push to start. And that is what the diesel sounds like when it fires up. Now I'm gonna close the door and we're gonna start over here, work our way into the infotainment system, and then into these rear seats. All right, let's get right into it. This is your electronic parking brake. These are your different 4-wheel drive buttons. You do get a 2-speed transfer case, so you get 4 high and 4 low. This is your drive mode selector. You have 2 different drive modes, or 3, I guess you could say. You got normal, you have off-road, and then you have your tow haul mode. By pressing on that button right there, it lets you know what mode you are in on that screen there, which by the way is new for 2024. Then coming over to here, I'm not 100% sure what this button does. Let me know in the comments down below. This is to turn your cargo lighting on or off. This also turns your perimeter lighting in your side view mirrors right there on or off. This is to dim the gauge cluster and the backlit buttons. This is to brighten the gauge cluster and the backlit buttons. This is your headlight control knob. So basically you can go to headlights automatic, you can go to daytime running lights on, you can turn headlights always on, and then you could turn your fog lights on by the push of that button. Working my way up just a tad, this does have a head-up display system. The head-up display system does come a part of the $1,275 technology package. And here are your head-up display settings over here. So you can bring the head-up display up, which right now is what I'm doing, bringing it into focus. So right now it's showing my driver assistance stuff as well as my digital speedometer readout. Right now obviously we're going 0 miles an hour, so this is to bring it up, this is to bring it down, and then this is to adjust the different information. So right now it's driver assistance stuff, now it is my compass and my digital speedometer readout, now it's my pitch and roll, and now it's just my digital speedometer readout. And now I'm back to the driver assistance stuff on that screen. And then this is to brighten the head-up display, this is to dim the head-up display. Coming back just a tad, you may be able to tell right off the bat what is new for the 2024 model year. So you guys do now get a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster for 2024, as well as a 13.4-inch infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, again, both new for 2024. But before we get into those things, I want to show you guys what the windshield wiper control stock, the turn signal control stock, and the high beam control stock looks like. Now let's take a listen to the turn signals. That is what the turn signals sound like. And then if you guys want to turn your automatic high beams on or off, you press this button at the end of that stock. And then these are also your windshield wiper controls. Coming back just a tad, you guys do get a heated and leather wrapped steering wheel as standard with the LTZ. Now, you guys see your bow tie at the center. That is where your horn is. Let's take a listen to the horn. That is what the horn sounds like on the Silverado 2500. Now, on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, which is pictured on screen right now, you get adaptive cruise control. Adaptive cruise control comes a part of the $1,050 LTZ Convenience Package 2. So here are your adaptive cruise control things. That's to turn the heated steering wheel on or off. And then on the right-hand side of your steering wheel, these controls, the scroll knob and these 2 buttons, are to control your digital gauge cluster. That is to speak to the vehicle as well as pick up on a phone call, and then that is to hang up on a phone call. Again, this is new to the 2500 Silverado and Sierra for 2024. So on the left-hand side, you have your speedometer. On the right-hand side, you have your RPM gauge. At the center, you have your digital speedometer readout. That's your fuel range, that's your fuel gauge, that's your coolant temperature gauge, and then up top there, it lets you know that I am unbuckled at the moment. And then it also shows that the rear passengers are buckled. So center seat unbuckled, this guy buckled, the other guy buckled, and then it lets me know that I have to buckle. But again, now let's go throughout this screen. You can go I'm just scrolling down on this scroll knob here like that. So you got your drive summary, trip 1, trip 2, timer, tire pressure, driver assistance, oil life, brake pad life, air filter life, fuel filter life. You guys can go throughout a couple different things. That's your depth fluid gauge, blank page, and then this is the screen that I would personally leave it on. I'm clicking over now to the right. Boom. That brings me into my audio stuff. I do have to go into demo mode. All right, so now this is my audio stuff. I can click over. This is my compass, my phone, and my different settings. So I can go into my display layout. This is classic. Now this is going to be progressive. That's progressive. Then you can go into digital. And then the last one is clean, which is basically your digital speedometer readout. So that's digital. Now we're going into clean. Again, basically just your digital speedometer readout. I'm gonna go back up into classic, and I'm gonna leave it in this screen. And then you can adjust what's displayed there. You can adjust what's displayed there and down here. I'll show you guys that. That's the left-hand side, that's the right-hand side, and then that's the bottom. And that's, you know, kind of about it for that gauge cluster. You know, I don't want to spend too much time on that because I could spend a long time on this video. You do get the column shifter. You can upshift and downshift also on the column shifter. Up top here, you get a good amount of storage. You can set your phone. You can set a tape measure in basically anything of either an iPhone 14 Pro Max size for size reference, or a tape measure down in there. And then just below that, again, this is new for 2024 to the heavy duty Chevys and Sierras. So this is the 13.4-inch infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, as well as built-in navigation. This is a Google-based system, so the navigation is Google Maps. And then you got your shortcut buttons, you got your home, you got your audio, you got your navigation, you have your phone, and then all the way up top there, that's your trailer. I believe this is the phone. It looks like the phone. Yep, it is the phone. So then this is what your home screen looks like. You get your audio, your maps, your phone, your cameras. This does have a 360-degree view camera system that, again, comes a part of the $1,395 safety package. That's your 360 cam. That's your forward-facing camera. If I throw it into reverse, then my backup camera will pop up right here with guidance lines. And then also with the $1,395 safety package, you also do get the bed camera, which I'll show you guys what that looks like. I believe this might be the bed camera. No, that's not the bed camera. Click over, that's the bed camera right there. So you can basically see your cargo when you're driving down the road, or you can check on your gooseneck, make sure it's still attached while you're driving. This is the second screen, so you can go to My Chevrolet, you can set service appointments, you can bring the climate control throughout this screen up top here as well. This is a Wi-Fi hotspot capable vehicle, and then you have your Google Maps, your audio stuff coming down. You get your trailer status, and then you also have a clock. I might leave it on the clock. I like the way that looks. Then that's the ambient exterior temperature and the current time. You do get a redundant physical home button. So you get a home button here and another home button there. Again, both for the infotainment screen. This is your volume knob. This is your exhaust brake on or off. Basically, only get that with the diesel. That's to turn your lane keeping system on or off. That's to turn your parking sensors on or off. That's to drop the tailgate. That's your hazard button. And then that is the traction control on or off button. You get some wood trim, you get some aluminum trim, push button start, get your integrated trailer brake controller. And then this is what your climate control stack looks like. I believe this is a dual zone climate control vehicle. One thing I like about this is that it displays the temperatures on the scroll knobs, which is very, very nice. Fords don't do that. I don't believe still to this day, like the 2021s did, but anyway, the new ones don't. You do get ventilated seats. Those ventilated seats come a part of the $1,595 LTZ convenience package. And another thing that I did miss out that I should have mentioned when we first got into this vehicle is that with the LTZ convenience package, you guys do get these front bucket seats with the center console. Otherwise, this would just be a 6-passenger configuration. But I definitely recommend getting the LTZ convenience package if you guys want the front bucket seats. But again, the heated seats do come standard with the LTZ. You can either heat up your back or you can heat up your back and your butt. This is another look at the climate control stack. Over here, you get a USB-A port, you get a USB-C port. I just accidentally locked the vehicle again. You get a good amount of storage space down in here for a bunch of just random things. You also have 2 cup holders here. You get a leather-wrapped armrest that is also nicely padded. If you open this up, you get a great spot. You can set your phone in here. You can set your business cards here, and just some miscellaneous stuff on that. This also does come out if that's what you wanted to do. You also do get a wireless charging pad with the LTZ convenience package as well, and that is where the wireless charging pad is located. Household power outlet down in here, and then you get another USB-C port and another USB-A port, and then you get an LED light. Basically, my whole forearm, I'd say like 85% of my forearm fits down in there, so there is a lot of storage space down in there. However, I would say that the Fords, the Super Duties, have a little bit more storage space down in the center console. Over to here, you get an upper glove box that is leather wrapped. Good amount of storage space in there. You could probably fit maybe 8 or 9 sausage McMuffins in there. And then moving my way down, you get a lockable lower glove box. You can fit your owner's manual and a couple other things. It's not the biggest glove box because you do have the upper glove box, but you can fit what you need to down in there other than your owner's manual, like some snacks and stuff. You get an OPU panel over there. You get another OPU panel on the driver's side as well. Working my way up just a tad. Like I mentioned to you guys earlier on in the video, this does have the $1,275 technology package. And what you guys get with that, not only do you get the head-up display, but you also do get the rear view camera mirror. This is what the rear view camera mirror looks like. Let's say you want the head-up display, you don't want the rear view camera mirror, but you get the rear view camera mirror anyway. With the technology package, you can actually turn this off, so you don't actually have to use it. And if you push that forward, now it's just behaving like a regular auto dimming rear view mirror would. So you don't have to use the rear view camera mirror. Personally, I like it because it gets rid of the blind spot back there. And it's just, I don't know, I personally like it. It might take a little bit of getting used to for some of you guys, but GM's rear view camera mirror has a ton of adjustability. You can either adjust the brightness of it down, you can adjust the brightness of it up, you can adjust the zoom, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, and then you can also adjust it orientation up or down. So you can move it down, you can move it up. So tons of adjustability with that. This is your OnStar stuff. This is where it lets you know if your passenger airbag is on or off. Driver gets a light, passenger gets a light. Both of those are LED. This is to turn your dome lights on or off. And then that is whether you want your lights to turn on when you open up the door or not. The universal garage door opener, I believe, comes a part of the $1,050 LTZ convenience package too. So if you have 3 different garage bays at home, you can open up those 3 different garage bays individually. This one has also been optioned with the $995 power sunroof, and your power sunroof controls are here. So if you want to slide the sunroof, you can slide it there. If you want to tilt it, this is the button you would press there. And this also does have the power sliding rear window. The power sliding rear window also comes a part of the $1,050 LTZ convenience package too, as do heated second row seats. I thought I'd throw that in there while I am pointing that back there. Working my way back up to here, this is the visor. You get a little clip right here. You get that money, registration, or any small paper product. Opening this up, you get a vanity mirror with 2 vanity lights, and then this visor also does slide forwards and backwards when the sun is in those annoying, awkward situations. Pull that back and boom, the sun is no longer in your eyes. Bluetooth mic pickup for your Bluetooth phone, and you get another one of those over there. Visor looks the exact same on the passenger side, as does the door panel and pretty much everything else, again, on that passenger side. A couple other things I wanted to mention. You get a little bit of storage space down in here. I'm going to put my iPhone 14 Pro Max down in there again for size reference. Again, the Super Duty does get a little bit more storage space down in this pocket, and I believe you get that same pocket over here on the passenger side as well. Yes, you do. Now, a couple things I wanted to go over before we moved into those rear seats. I'm going to go over a couple of the different packages that pertain to the interior. So there are more packages on this vehicle that I will get into when I throw the window sticker on screen. But this does have the $1,595 LTZ convenience package, which includes the front bucket seats with the center console, as well as ventilated front seats, wireless charging pad, and the Bose sound system. This also has the $1,275 technology package, which includes the head-up display system and the rear view camera mirror. Another package is the $1,050 LTZ convenience package 2, which gives you adaptive cruise control, heated second row seats, the universal garage door opener, and that power sliding rear window. Now I am going to throw the rest of the window sticker on screen for you guys to take a look at. Now, basically what I'm just going to highlight are a couple things. I'm going to highlight the safety features that come standard, so the standard stuff that comes on the LTZ: automatic emergency braking, forward collision alert, front pedestrian braking, lane departure warning, following distance indicator, the automatic high beams, buckle to drive, teen drive mode. Now you guys can take a look at whatever you want to on the window sticker, the stuff that comes standard, and then all the different options that this has. Like I mentioned to you guys earlier on in the video, this LTZ is basically loaded up. There aren't really many options that this does not have. So either you can get a loaded up LTZ with all the options, or you can get a high country that pretty much comes standard with all the options. One feature that you guys might be interested in, if you guys like the blacked out look, that might be something you'd be interested in, would be the Midnight Edition. Basically blacks out everything on the exterior, gives you black wheels, etc. I'll put that on screen now. I'll put that on screen here in a minute, but I'm just gonna highlight the MSRP. So the MSRP of the way that this particular 2024 Chevy Silverado 2500 LTZ is spec'd is $84,625. Now, one thing I wanted to mention is that I just tested out a 2023, which is the updated Super Duty. It was an F350. Granted, this is a 2500. And that one, for an XLT, was, I believe, like $77,000 with the Power Stroke. This has the Duramax, and it's a lot nicer here on the interior of this as compared to that. However, with the Ford, you guys do get the panoramic sunroof, whereas Chevy still has the small sunroof. I don't understand why they have not done a panoramic roof yet. Another thing I don't understand is why they don't just give us the 1,000 pound-feet of torque. Just give me the number. It's only 25, I believe, pound-feet of torque more than what we already have here. It's just the number. It's just a mental thing. Give us 1,000 pound-feet of torque, Chevy. Come on. But I do want to show you guys what's going on in these rear seats before we move into the driving portion of the review. So the rear door panel looks pretty much the exact same as what you would find in the front. Again, only automatic down windows in the back. You guys do not get automatic up windows back here. You get a little bit of miscellaneous storage space in a spot. You can set a smart water bottle. Taking a look at these rear seats, you get a little bit of storage space behind the seat back. Basically, you could fit a tape measure or something of that size down in there as well. These seats, I believe, also fold up. You get a little bit of partitioned storage space. You could set, you know, jumper cables or, you know, stuff like that down under here. But now let's step into the interior. I love the grab panel. I also really like the power retractable running boards, make it a lot easier to step in and out of the vehicle. OPU panel over here. You get another OPU panel on the passenger side as well. You get a seat back pocket behind the driver's seat. You get a seat back pocket behind the passenger seat. You get 2 cup holders right here. You get these heated outboard second row seats with 3 levels of adjustability. Those heated second row seats also come a part of the LTZ convenience package too. You get 2 HVAC vents. You get a USB-C port and a USB-A port, and that's about it for that center console. Another thing I wanted to mention, get a spot you can set your dry cleaning up top here. You get another one of those over there, and then you have your dome lights for your second row passengers back here as well. Folding this down, you get 2 cup holders, a little miscellaneous storage space at the center, and then you get a nicely padded and leather wrapped center fold down armrest back here. In my personal opinion, I think this is a great bang for your buck. I mean, yes, is the Denali Ultimate going to be nicer than this? Yes, but that's also like $15,000 more than this, and this is more than you even need. You know, I said that in my video that I did with the Super Duty yesterday, is that the XLT is really all you need. You don't need any more than that. And the same goes for this. You know, for just another, what's that, like 3 + 4, for another like $6,000-7,000, you can get this. This is a lot nicer than the XLT F350 that I did a video with yesterday. However, that definitely has more power than this. But, you know, we've talked about the exterior, we talked about the performance, and now we've talked about what's going on here in the interior. So I want to see what this thing's like to drive, as I'm assuming you guys do as well. So I will see you guys in the driver's seat. All right, guys, and now on to the driving portion of the review. And this thing drives very, very well, especially considering that it's a heavy-duty truck. Like, it handles really well, and it also goes over bumps very well as well. And one thing that I really like about GM's heavy-duty trucks is that they get that independent front suspension. And I know a lot of like true truck guys who do a lot of towing and stuff like that really don't like that, because it kind of hinders their capabilities when it comes to like really maxing out you know, heavy-duty loads and stuff like that. I'm actually going to close that rear window. But it equates for a better ride, and it also equates to better steering feel. And I know you can be like, what? But it really does. Like, I've driven Fords, I've driven the Rams and stuff like that, and especially with the Fords, it seems like they've gotten better though with the 2023 redesign with their steering feel. But it's like with the Fords, their steering is super floaty, kind of at the center. I didn't really notice that yesterday when I did do a review with the new 2023 Super Duty, but on like the 2022s and belows, there definitely was quite a bit of floatiness that at least I noticed with those. Another thing that I wanted to say is that this thing has honestly enough power, and I know I was complaining about not having that 1,000 pound-feet of torque number, and that's just a mental thing. You know, I just wish that they would just give us the 1,000 number. I know some of you guys would be like, dude, shut up. Like, it literally doesn't matter, and it literally doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? It's a number, but I will have to say that the new Super Duty, it feels like you're driving that thing around in sport mode at all times. I mean, it literally just, it hauls bleep. for what it is. You know, it's a heavy duty truck, and that thing, like, honestly, it was really, really fast. And I'm not saying that this is slow, but I would say that the Super Duty was probably noticeably a little bit quicker. That's what I would have to say. And I'm not saying that this is slow by any means, because this thing will get up out of its own way, no problem. But I will have to say that the Super Duty it's a little bit quicker. And it's something that I could notice. I will get on it a little bit right here. Take a listen. This thing sounds really good, and personally, I really do like the way that the Power Stroke sounds, but there's something about a Duramax. I really like the sound in this better. Listen. Like I said, guys, it is not slow by any means, but after driving that Ford, man, that Power Stroke will spoil you a little bit, and that wasn't the high output Power Stroke. But this thing would sound so good deleted. Not that I'm saying that I would do any deleting on any vehicle, but it would sound really good deleted. And again, not that I would do that, right? But it would sound really, really good. I think it's a great vehicle. It's a great driving vehicle. The seats are very comfortable. Now, I will have to say that the Ford seats are definitely a little bit more comfortable than the Chevy and GMC seats, but still, these seats are very, very comfortable. And personally, after the redesign on the new Super Duty and the redesign on the, I'm just gonna say the Chevy, I was gonna say the GMC as well, but I'm gonna compare the Chevy to the Ford. I will have to say that now I personally prefer the way that the Silverado looks now compared to the Super Duties. But if this was like a 2022 versus a 2022 Ford versus Chevy, I will have to say that I like the 2022 model year better than, in the Ford, better than the 2022 model year with the Silverado. But now, again, with the refresh for the refresh, I like the way that the new Silverado looks better. I think it looks better. Again, that's personal opinion, but that's the way that I feel, at least as of right now. Sound system, and this is great, and that's something I also wanted to compare to the Super Duty, is that the Super Duty I tested also had the upgraded sound system. This one has the upgraded sound system. This one's a Bose, the other one's a Bang & Olufsen, and Bose wins every time. I mean, the Bang & Olufsen sound system, it sounds really good. It's got great clarity, but when it comes to the bass, I think the Bose sound systems have better bass, and then when you turn both the stereos to max, the Bose is definitely a lot louder than the Bang & Olufsen sound system. I wish the Bang & Olufsen sound system was just a little bit louder, and that's kind of where the Bose wins, is that the Bose sound system is definitely louder than the Bang & Olufsen sound system. In the way that they drive, they both drive very well. You know, that really comes down to personal preference. Personally, for me, I don't know, because the Ford's definitely a little bit more comfortable in the seat, but I like the way that this thing looks better. I like the sound system in this better. So again, it all comes down to personal preference, what you're looking for. You want the looks, you want the power, you want the seat comfort. It's, you know, it's all up to you and what you want. But overall, this thing is a great vehicle. I think Chevy hit it out of the park, honestly, with the new refresh for the 2024 model year. This one has the safety alert seat, so it vibrates the seat when it senses I'm either drifting out of the lane, whether I'm getting too close to something when I'm backing in or going forward into a parking spot. I get a little vibration on my seat. But overall, I think this thing is great. I think it looks great. I think it performs well. I mean, you guys can see it just, these new diesels are so fast, it's like unnecessarily fast. But honestly, I'm not complaining. I always like a little bit of additional power, and this thing definitely has the power. Take a look. You can see one thing that's pretty cool about the turn signals, and this is where Chevy calls these like animated headlights, is that they kind of like, with the turn signal, they kind of like disappear like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to describe it. It would not pick up on camera. I tried to get it on camera, but with the frame rate of the camera, just it didn't pick up. But it is pretty cool. So they are, what is this lady doing? This is Nova Drivers. Every time I do a video, I'm always catching somebody do something silly. But that's it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. Like I mentioned to you guys earlier on in the video, I am now on my journey to 100,000 subscribers. So if you guys took anything from this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. But again, that's it for today's video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.